I'll get a scoop, Ern. Oh, you already got it? Okay. I'm gonna borrow the broom for just a moment. Thank you.
Doors go all the way back?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah. Up this whole floor for the tanks, I figured, okay, well, let's get some storage and they'll slide out to the front there. Yeah, I think it was. I feel like I had a good idea there, if I do say so myself. My only worry is waterproofing the fronts, just since it's right behind the tires. So, gotta figure that part out. But the rest of the idea I like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna bust into that package for me, Baron. So it's not quite as thick as I wanted, but especially for the tops, I can put some thicker stuff down the bottom later. The tops I'll never see again, so I wanted to get some of this on the subfloor before I.
By the top, you mean up here?
And that's actually, it's going to be right on this stuff, so I've actually got to put some up there just so that as it slides out, the top of the drawer will slide well against the tape, if that makes sense.
Not quite envisioning it,
yeah.
But I will.
So this is my slightly thicker one. Okay. There we go. Okay. So what I want to think about here is this. Okay. So as the drawers slide out, they're going to want to tip down, and the back of it's going to want to drag against the top of these.
Right.
So I'm just going to put a layer of it's supposed to be self-lubricating tape that reduces friction.
Right.
So I'm going to run a line of tape across there and across here, and then I'll put a line of tape across the top of my drawers at some point. Still.
Now these pieces, though, these two subfloors are going to be permanently down, right? Once
I put the subfloor down, yes.
So we don't, in other words, when we're putting the flooring, we don't have to worry about
Correct.
any hatches here that are going to open upward.
The hatches, we have to worry about this thing
Okay.
and this thing.
Okay.
That's where we have to, set it back a 16th and a 16th. And we're just going to build our floor on there. I'm going to figure out the hatch later. But I just at least want to have the seam in my floor. So
these pieces are going to be upliftable.
these pieces will be upliftable. Okay. These two sides.
Okay.
This one in the middle, no, this will be fixed.
Okay.
So, what have I got here? Let's use, I can't tell how much I have. Let's try this stuff, see how it does. So yeah, we're just gonna go like 1/8. Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna go about 1/8 in. Let's move that guy out. Nice. Okay. Keep it going. That one's good. Some rough marks on this one. Let's see here. I think I'm good. I'm going to do about 2 feet, slide it the other way, and then do the other 2 feet. I think it'll give you a good enough idea what I've got. Okay. Yeah, I can figure that out well enough. Gently set that down. Thank you. Yep. Good. Thank you. You see what I'm doing, Bert? Just holding it out like 1/8 to 1/4 past the mark.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's stand that up and away for a minute. And put some in here. Please hold that thing for me, please. Yeah, same thing. Just roll it out. Perfect. Thank you. Sounds like a football game fly by. I don't know if it is, but is there a game today?
You know, you're right. I think there is a game tonight in Boulder.
Okay.
I think I heard that on the radio.
She sounds low enough that it'll be.
Did you build your drawers deeper, or are you gonna clear this?
I don't know. What I might end up doing is putting the stuff I put in my drawers. I can make thicker to help me clear it. If that makes sense, I can get 1/4 inch stuff.
Yeah.
Or
you're gonna want to this with some additional height along one.
Yeah.
Lengthwise along the drawers. There's one underneath you that's particularly pronounced. That could probably get hammered in.
Yeah. Lost my. Sweep that one more time. Okay. Okay. Good. Don't quite have enough here. Might have to jump to that one. You just hold that end up for me. Okay. Same thing, one more sweep. Okay. Hello? Hey there, you here? I will be right out. Come on up to the front door, I'll be right there. Sure. I'm coming. Okay. It's in the electrical bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, will you go and, actually, no, never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, Bert, I'm gonna knock this out real quick. Bert, if you would just lay those down, the short one closest to the wall.
All right.
I got a whole bunch of the screws right in my pouch here that you can pull from.
Okay. I'm just hitting the same holes.
Yeah, just hitting the same holes, basically. Not all the holes are good, but really just catching, you know, 3 on each edge and 3 in the middle. Don't have to murder it. It's not going anywhere. Cool?
Yep.
Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No worries.
It's kind of funny. It's like 4 months, and these people are like, "Yeah, we want it. Let's go." So,
This guy wants it too?
he really wants it. So we'll see. I told him to put in that.
Yeah. Told him what?
Put an application. He got transferred from Houston, Texas, for whatever his work is, and they need something fast. So
Oil and gas.
that's what I'm guessing. I didn't pry too much because I figured.
Come from Houston.
Right, exactly. What else is there, right?
So, would you tell him to fill it out?
I told him to get in it. You know, we haven't signed anything with the other people. And the other people knocked us down $100. This guy doesn't seem like they care about the price, so.
He's okay with the price.
Yeah, he didn't. Maybe after an app they'd come once they've seen a lease that happened, but so far he didn't seem worried about that. So.
Well, you know, you can just keep telling people you're doing, processing checks.
Right.
And then you pick who's
the best.
Who's the best renter?
I was gonna pay.
Did you give him a credit out?
I did. Alex is sending that out right now. So. Okay, Burns. So let's think about this for a minute. You battling that one in there, Deb?
Yeah, this is
Same problem, huh?
Well, it's.
Oh, you don't need to do this. Sorry.
Okay.
We'll just use one of the regular ones, so they're all the same. You don't need to do the faceless.
Okay. Well, that might give me a little more.
Oh, if it works better, that's fine. But
yeah, it's just a question of trying to get this even, and also wouldn't. Yeah.
So, Bert, does it work if I'm cut man for you, or would you rather do it vice versa, or?
Well, let's see here. Let me get some down.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I probably moved it.
I'm using two different screw heads.
Oh, that's a pain.
Try to get this flush, man. Yeah, I gotta improvise.
Yeah.
That may be the best we can do. And this hole is definitely too big. I don't know.
Okay. I'll have to fill it in a little bit more.
Maybe. Let's see. Is this plate bigger? Yeah. No, it's. Yeah. No. I'll see if those other plates look like.
I'm sorry. SANF, SANT. Figured you could read it.
Yeah, I can't really read it.
Will you just text him?
Yes, I will.
Okay. I'm sorry. I tried Googling it. I tried
Okay.
looking it up.
Great.
I tried.
Oh. Shoot, I had one of those. I didn't see it. You had one of those open. I opened it.
We're gonna use all four.
You're using all
so,
of it? Okay,
yeah.
good.
Cool, Mom. How you doing today? We're just getting wrapped up to get our floor in. What are you seeing, Bern? What are you
Well,
thinking
I'm
about?
just trying. I just want to make sure I understand. So, essentially, this piece and this piece are going to be separate.
Yes, that's what we're hoping to do.
But you want them to line up, obviously. I mean, in other words, we want the pieces to look like they run straight through.
Right. That being said, if you're thinking about how you're gonna cut something and use that one over here, like we don't have to go. I don't mind if you start a new one right at the seam, if that makes sense. That being said, if it's easy enough for us to do, 2-footer, and then how long are they? Like 5 feet?
They're 4 feet.
4 feet. So if we do 3-footer, 3-footer, and then a 1-footer, it just kind of is the drop. That's fine too.
Well, I mean that piece is like 6 feet.
Okay.
So that's not a problem. I'm just, I think aesthetically, it'd almost be nicer if we just laid the floor and then cut.
Oh, that's a really good idea. No, we could just
cut it out, and then
that's actually a really good idea.
and then that way everything can be lined up.
We just save our measurements.
We avoid putting anything close to that line.
And then see, I'd rather have an 1/8 inch gap around it so that there's a little bit of.
But you can cut out whatever you want.
Right.
Right. Once we get the flooring.
Yep. No, that's a great idea. Let's just.
And that way everything will be in continuity. But what we have to do is just make sure that we land on that edge and on this edge in a way that so we're not close to the edge of the piece.
Right. Right.
And that edge isn't a problem. So just let me do some calculations, and then
Okay.
because this floor wants, well, hold it. This floor wants to go right to the left. Just the way the edges of the floor are. So we have to start in the right and work our way to the left, basically.
Do a cascading,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So let me do some calculations to make sure we line up. So we get our first ripper of the right width
Okay.
to land properly on these lines.
Yep. Now up here, did you start full or did you?
I was able to start full up here
Because you don't. I mean, you don't have to
because
worry
I didn't
about
have to worry about anything, and I ended up with, I don't know, 3 inches on the other end.
That works well. So
And
you're just going to make sure that we don't end with a 1/2 inch ripper when we do the cut, basically, right?
Right, and
Okay.
for example, we can't start with a full there because there would be about 1.5 inches right here on the edge,
Okay.
which wouldn't be good, which
Not
means we
ideal.
have to cut back
No,
over there
Yeah.
and move it off. But I also want to move it off to this line as well. So, you know, if we landed around here,
Yeah.
I think that's within 7 inches of that.
Okay.
But then we also have to figure out where we're going to land here. So.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. Okay. I'll let you run the numbers. I'll pull some boxes out. I'll get set up.
Yeah.
And
And I don't think we need to worry too much about. Well, we do need to worry about that.
this seam, or
Not this seam, but we have some leeway here, so I'm not too worried about that. And over here, you know, in other words, how far we go underneath.
mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a seam in here somewhere, but we don't have to worry about that too much.
Right now, I'm kind of envisioning really just basically just butting. I was going to lift these things up and just kind of butting to the feet.
But I do want to kind of estimate where we're going to hit here and here. Any lines in this direction we kind of have to hit with enough overlap.
Right. I hear you. And then let me toss one more. Let me get your opinion. And it's probably not even worth bringing up because Alex will probably shoot it down. I was wondering if we should do one perpendicular piece right along here and separate this whole section from everything else.
The only way you can do that is with some molding. I mean,
Some
you'd
molding.
have to get a whatchamacallit, T-molding,
Okay.
because you can't really cut that stuff
Okay.
to join appropriately.
Right. Right.
You know, if you wanted to do it that way, but you want this whole thing to be in this direction. I'm sure.
That's what I'm sure Alex would prefer that. I'm just thinking about the complications of these two things and all that. But she would much prefer it if it's all in that one direction. So
You know, I think if we put it down and then cut it,
I think it's great. Yeah, we just get two guys to stand on a 6-foot level and drop a saw through there. We can get a real nice cut.
that little saw is pretty good.
Great.
And if you want to guide it, that's a good way to do it too. But it blows right through this stuff. So
Great.
I found it. It's
Okay.
a T. S-A-N-T. So
Okay.
you
So
don't
you're
need
good.
to.
So,
Yeah, but I did like kind of creepy Google search him. So if you talk to him, yeah.
I haven't talked to him. So
Okay.
So I'll just need to noodle on it for a little bit,
Yep,
just
great.
to find out what the starter should be.
sounds good. I'll get all set up. Probably got just shuffled out of here in the mix.
Well, I had it.
Oh, you just had it. Yeah, thanks. Good talk. Hey, Gald, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're banging away. It is getting close. Yes, Tacoma, you really need love today, don't you? Yes. Yes. Good dog. Okay, let's see what all we got going on here.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, thank you for just handling it. I'm sorry I didn't get to it. No, we're good. Okay. Okay.
Do you have a spreadsheet program? It's actually a lot easier to do this.
I bet that is. Yeah, just put it up, pull it up, and is Sheets okay or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me.
Need a blank spreadsheet, and I just put in all the lines and then have it calculate what, or just put in different starter values.
Okay.
Well, I gotta head, man.
Okay, great. Really appreciate all the help, man. Stuff like that, we're just gonna have to do some caulk and some touch-up paint. That's just what some of them are going to be. Like this one over here, we'll do the same thing. We'll, just because our cut was a little wide, I'll just pop that plate off, get a bead of caulk in there, and go.
So. This thing, just because of the way things are configured, can't get that straight. I did finally get a screw in the top.
Okay.
But I cannot find, I don't know why, I don't know if it's crooked or what, but I can't.
The bottom hole's not happening.
I can't get that to work.
Okay.
And that's on one of the standards, and I'm just going to put this right here.
Great.
I will work on it some other time. I mean, it's hooked up, but those are, you know, big boxes too. I don't know what to say. I guess I could. It should go in straight. I'm probably going to have to take that off, pull it all out, shove stuff back up in, you know, somehow.
Totally fine for now. So
Just, I had to use, unfortunately, since it was clipped off, I had to use big screws.
Gotcha. Yep.
To even,
and then those,
you know, to get it in, because nothing else was holding. So,
yep.
Oops, let me get this off.
Yeah.
So,
awesome. Thanks a bunch for the help, man.
I'm happy with it, but
yeah, unfortunately, it's just.
Maybe we can do something to cover it up. It's down below. It's not overly cosmetic. I'm going to put this in here with a couple of screws.
Great. Yeah, it's gonna be hidden majority of the time, so I'm not too worried about it.
Anyway, here we go, because I got to get back. I gotta
Yep. Get them all set.
for the seminarians and. Oh man. Yeah, even these, I had to go with weird screws because this one worked on the top but not on the bottom.
Gotcha.
I don't know, paint around it that one screw might be fine, you know.
Yep. I'll check it out. Okay. Cool.
You guys got
We'll keep banging away.
plenty of work to do.
We'll keep banging away. I'm gonna get some more flooring out.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are getting all set up for the floor. Get this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get some tape on these guys real quick. Get that set in there. Man, this stuff is thin. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. This stuff's much better. I'm gonna wait and buy some more of this thicker stuff. But just to keep these drawers safe, I'm gonna set them in there for right now. That actually even already slides really well. Put a little bit on the sides and it'll be real nice. Sweet. Sweet. I like it. I'm happy with that little storage system. Just got to get some fronts on that. That'll be good. Okay, I'm going to clean my zone up a little bit and get all prepped to cut floor. This tool will need here. Clamps we should be good on for the moment. Get rid of those for right now. Jigsaw we'll definitely need. Router we can get rid of for the time being. What tools can we get rid of right now? we've been pushing, and the job site has just deteriorated into a disaster. So I need to sort of reorganize it to get some of my composure back here. Table saw we'll need, so make sure that's all plugged in. We will need a jigsaw, so I'll get that going somewhere. Whole bunch of IKEA paper, not terribly useful. Okay. Guys, it's starting to look like a house.
So I think I have a plan.
Okay. Yeah, is there any good way to do it?
It's not great, but
Yeah.
I think it'll work.
Okay.
So if we take 1 7/8 off our starter.
1 7/8 coming off our starter. Gotcha. So yeah, let's just starting, I assume so we're taking it off that end.
Right.
Right? Okay. And 1 7/8
Yeah.
coming off our starter. How you doing on liquid burn? You have?
I'm gonna need to get something soon.
Okay. Hey, babe.
What?
Do you know where Burns, the canteen he uses, is by chance?
No, I haven't used it since letting him use it.
Okay.
There's a boy's blue one.
Great. I'll get that going. Uncle Bill, how you doing today? Okay, Bern, I'm gonna get that one ripped. Is that?
Yeah. Thank you.
I didn't put any juice in there, so you might want to go back in. But let's get ready to rip some boards. 1 7/8, and we're gonna want that to the outside of the blade. So it's 1 7/8 is a fuzz strong. Yeah, so I'm a fuzz. You want to write on 1 7/8? I'm a fuzz strong right now. Like, kill it. That's the perfect dimension.
You've got. When I say 1 7/8, I mean
from the face.
The face. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So you're gonna have to
add a little bit, anyways. Good. Okay. So that looks like that wants to add about a 1/16. So we're looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Great, sounds good. And let me see, I wobbled a little bit at the end. Let me make sure. Just hopefully it won't affect you, but
I'm take a little bit.
okay. Need me to fuss with it, let me know. So Uncle Bill, we have an open house for the tiny house tomorrow. So we need this place to be in as good. It's not going to be, I'm not going to have power, I'm not going to have water, but just so people can kind of get a vision of what the place is going to look like, especially at the end. So yeah, sorry guys, it's going to be a mess of this vinyl stuff. I'll give you a clean every now and then, but I'm using the table saw. It's just going to be a mess. So Uncle Bill, it's a deadline for making it look nice, I guess is what it is. Can I sharpen or? Yeah. There you go. You want a chunk of foam or some knee pads, or you all right?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great. I set these down because I don't need them.
And then, so just a full-length piece cut in half.
Okay, great. Yeah, keep firing starters at me.
Bullet on that. A 3-foot starter.
3-foot starter. Great.
Okay, we might need to adjust these. What I'm trying to do is hit this with a full-length piece,
I get you.
so that when we slice it, we can just so my calculation looks like it's off by about 1/4 of an inch.
So take 1/4 inch off our starters.
Let me get a better set here. Yeah, I mean, what does that look like? About
Yeah.
an eighth?
1/8 to 1/4.
Over here. Close to the same thing.
Yeah, it looks pretty darn similar.
Although this is almost right on, yeah, but let's just take an eighth off of these two.
1/8 off of those two. Sounds good. Thank you. And we'll fuzz those. Hey, Aloysius, thanks, man. Yeah, it's coming together real nice here. We're getting some nice floors in. It's gonna be looking right now. So we want 5 5/16. So we're gonna take this down to 5 5/16. We need that to be the outside of the blade. That's at like 5 3/8. A little bit more. Let's see how this looks. So yeah, we're real excited about this floor. I'm loving this floor. That might be a little bit much. Let me get a little pencil mark on here. Let's go right back up to that. Okay. Still's looking a little bit strong. Okay, that's gonna do it. One, got another coming. Cool, man. Yeah. Fun to see it jump along all of a sudden, right? Messy job right now. And I did like just an eighth. So if it seems like it needs to fuzz more, let me know.
No, it looks perfect over
Okay.
here.
Great. Did you get the lock?
It just takes a little finagling.
Yeah. Is my lifting up helping or working against you?
No, that helps.
Okay.
The stuff locks pretty well, but you have to. And this stuff kind of slides pretty easily as well.
Yeah. Looks like you already discovered that stack of fulls I put up there for you.
Yeah.
Great.
I had that little tiny flat bar.
The little gray thing?
I know where it's at.
Okay.
Once we get this laid, we'll be...
Right, it's the starters and the first rippers, then it's just fulls just blow up. And it's not the black one, black and yellow, it's the little gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, just a chisel would be good.
Here. This one. Oh, wow. I sharpened this thing like crazy. It just, gosh, careful, Brent. Look, just cut myself open with that thing. So it's sharp. Just be careful. That's what you do when you over sharpen your chisel. Yeah, I can't tell if there's going to be a storm or not. So far, it's just threatening clouds, which is fine. Doesn't bother us. Okay.
So take a look at this thing.
So I think that's going to be perfect. When we go to do the cut, it'll basically leave the one next to it full.
Right.
And just cut this one. And that's perfect.
That's my hope, is that we can just come right along here, and then what I want to do is, for some reason I keep losing my tape today. Must have taken it inside.
Still inside, maybe? I'm covered in little flexoplastic. You guys have to let me know if the camera's too covered in it. Like drills don't really do much for you right now, right?
No.
I'll just take mine for the moment. Nice.
So that width should be minus 2 inches off the face.
Yes.
So
I can get you another one there.
what I need is a finisher. You want to go right up to the
Let's
foot,
go.
right?
Let's lift this thing. These little feet are like faux.
Oh, I see.
So let's go all the way
Right
to
there.
that, and that'll.
Okay, 26 and a quarter.
Okay. And just for, we could go like an 8 shy. Like, you don't have to be fighting to hit that thing.
Okay.
So 26 and a quarter is still good, or 26.8?
26 and a quarter is good.
26 and a quarter. 2 inches is our full loss. Gotcha.
Right.
So 26 and a quarter. PSP, it is technically vinyl, so this is called a luxury vinyl plank. When you hear vinyl, people usually think of that like stick down 1/8 inch really cheapo stuff. So this is made out of the same material, but it's a little more advanced. It's got multiple layers of vinyl, so like the old floor might have been like just that surface. It's got extra layers of vinyl, and then it's got this rubber underlayment that kind of helps soften it, makes it a little softer floor than traditional vinyl. So it's premium vinyl, literally, I guess is the best way to describe it. Okay, so that looks good. Okay. I gotta try to keep my dust out of here. I'll try to clean them off before I give them to you.
You do end up, the flicks are nice and big so they clean up easily. But
Yeah.
Finisher at 38 and a quarter.
38 quarter coming up. Let's get some of this stuff out of here that I don't need. I don't need that. This thing I do need. That we shall save. This we shall save. This will get used. This, let's move out of the way. This we use. Okay, 38 quarter. Should go like that. Should go like that, yes. This is our super bold rabbit that lives with us. He's like, yeah, you guys are chill. Okay.
So,
Make sure I haven't brought too much dust in.
yeah.
Yep.
There's a question.
Yeah.
Do we want to glue
Not yet. I think once I do the cut and I mess around with it, then maybe. But don't worry about making it permanent yet.
Because that might be necessary. This stuff, it locks pretty well, but it also slides.
Yeah, I figured.
More than I would like it to.
Yeah, I am imagining, especially in that smaller section, that it will definitely need glue.
Yeah.
Because I think that smaller section will really want to fall apart. So.
Okay, what I'm going to do is give you a pencil line right here
Okay, great.
that is going to be right at the corner.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good. Welcome to go and check it out.
Yeah. Did you guys do all the math on the cuttings?
Yeah, there's a lot of lines, so like it's tough to make them all work really well. But
We'll see.
Oh, you're talking about like the different.
what cutting are you talking about?
I was just talking about the sizes. What was Vern? What were you doing?
He's trying to figure out, since we have the 2 trap doors.
Oh god. Oh gosh. Okay.
Any lines going this way, we kind of have to hit right,
Yeah.
for lack of a better.
Man. All right. Looks great though.
We need a 26 1/8 finisher.
Copy that.
I like that he's telling you what to cut now.
Yeah, well, he's the pro flooring guy, so. Wait a second. Yeah, that's good.
And how about another 3-foot starter?
3-foot starter coming up. It's going to go in like that. Which way is this going to go in? It's going to go in like that. That. 3-foot starter. Cut that in the right direction. Yeah, good.
Okay, this piece. 1.5.
Taking out 1.5 inches.
Taking out 1.5 inches by. What is it? 10 3/8. Oh no.
Yeah, 10 1/4. So, well, from the face.
More like 10 1/8.
10 1/8. Okay. Sounds good. 1.5 inches by 10 1/8.
Yeah, 1.5 by 10 1/8.
Sounds good.
This one yours.
Ten and 1/8. Lose 1.5 inches. I gotta get some Sonos going. Inch and a half. Okay, here we go. A little bit overconfident in my saw there. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I think I will see how this thing does, and then maybe I'll just switch to that other little Dremel tool. Oh yeah, this does it no problem. Okay. Try to keep all that vinyl outside.
So this one's going to have that same 1.5 inches taken out on the right side. Can you toss me that chisel?
Yeah.
Not toss, but
Yeah.
thank you. This one doesn't want to go up.
Oh. Interesting. It's really weird. Oh.
So if you take out that same 1.5 inches by that foot is straight. It's like 22.5.
1.5 inches for 22.5.
Yeah, on the
Okay. Yeah.
upper right, depending on how you're looking at the
Yep.
piece.
Yep. I got that piece. And so what I'm thinking about, Burn, is I don't really want flooring underneath my pantry. I would like flooring in the fridge hole. So it's good we're going back full. Can I cut you two fulls at 38 and then a finisher? And we can, in the fridge hole, we'll just set a few fulls and the finisher. Does that make sense?
So you want the flooring to end where your fridge ends?
Yes. I don't.
Why don't we draw out the pantry?
Okay.
I mean, might that be easier?
Yes, that's probably easier. Yes.
And then we'll just floor around it? Is that what?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking basically we do the 3 pieces going back in here, and I'm figuring I can slide them a bit because they won't really have anything to attach to.
They're going to slide, yeah.
Yeah, which is good because then we'll just slide them a little over to the right, and then once I kind of build my pantry, I'll just slide them and button them to the pantry.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense?
So we can just give you some excess.
Yeah, so I'll put like an extra inch that side. We'll slide it under the cabinet more than I need it. And then once I'm done with the pantry, I'll just slide it out, and it's still, the fridge still rests on it.
You know what we should do probably, Nate, is just, the one we just talked about.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll just come straight from that one.
Okay.
Across. And then you can do that however you want it when you get around.
I can do that whenever, right?
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if it was easier to have those now as like spacers, as long as.
I mean, I'll put in spacers just to make sure that we are true.
Great. Yep.
But,
sounds good. Okay. So, sorry, what was it 22 and a half? I already
I think
believe
it was 22 and a half with that inch and a half taken out.
with that inch and a half. Yep. That's it.
But I think we do want to come through.
Yes. Yep.
Let's bring this piece all the way through and see where it lands here and how we want to cut this out.
Sounds good. Just Padawan, how you doing? Yes, we are cranking away, man. A lot of good progress. Okay, that is a naughty print. It's weird how sometimes you get a whole bunch of the same print in one box. Okay.
For consumers only, offered by Capital One and A member FDIC. Copies available in select locations.
So 22 and a half. And back to full. This is going to be inch and a half. Five, 7/8.
And a 3-foot starter.
3-foot starter. I feel like I did something wrong, but we'll see. Get another box of fulls. I'm just gonna go up here for a second, Bert. Or is that?
That'd be great. Yeah.
Wally KC, appreciate the follow there. Okay.
It's a little unfortunate here, but
Now,
lengthwise we can't really do a lot about this. So how do you want your to do your pantry? How far out is it going to come?
pantry, I think is gonna come right to the front.
Right to that edge.
Yeah,
So you could cut this piece right
just
here,
right off. Yep.
right off, and then when you
I'll just zip that with a little tool, the little Dremel, when I figure exactly how far back I want it for the pantry.
do you want to build your pantry on top of this stuff? Just on the edge.
I guess that's true. And then,
Because what we could do is we could floor like an inch inside your we could put all this in, and then you could build your pantry right on top of this stuff if you want.
right,
And that way it would be a real clean line.
right. I just take a little notch out of the bottom of my pantry, or I create a little perimeter of that.
What we could do for the time being is just take this out,
Okay.
leave this, and then you can just decide, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So
Give me
you have your square.
yes. Give me some marks there, and I'll just give you notches for now.
I think if you do that,
Perfect.
life will be good.
Yep.
These things have that plastic,
Is it like a
that little plastic thing in there that really grabs.
locks it?
It's not like working with wood.
Just kind of pops right out. Great, thank you.
Here's your square.
Any starters you want first, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Wally KC, thanks very much, man. 2 1/16. Kind of went to the wrong side of my blade there, but it'll be all right. Okay.
How about a 2.5 foot starter?
Great. These are all finishers. Oh no.